update to a segment we had on our show last Sunday.
One of the dogs from our Pet Psychic segment, a lovable pup named Zorro, has been adopted from the East Valley Animal Shelter in Van Nuys. So Casey organized this whole thing with the Pet Psychic with exactly this in mind, and it worked. Zorro had been at the shelter for more than a year without being adopted. He came on the show so psychic healer Justine Kay could read him, do a psychic reading, and determine what the holdup was, why he wasn't getting adopted. Here's what she said.
So Zorro actually has amazing energy, and what Zorro said to me is that he's still waiting for his person, that his person, he's not worried about getting adopted, he's just waiting patiently that his person is going to come get him. He's like, they'll see that my person that I'm waiting for,
Aww.
that he has a connection with.
Turns out she was right. Zorro had no need to be worried because a loving home was just around the corner. Casey, how did this happen? Like, what's the story here? Who took him home?
I actually don't know who took him home. But Doug, did anything with your dog?
She gave you some advice.
She gave you advice.
Did you apply it?
Yeah, but her advice was that
you need a female trainer.
My dog needs a female trainer. So I actually had a bunch of people reach out to me.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but I didn't care.
Okay, so just so you know, I've never been to a psychic. I've never been to a psychic, never seen one before, and so we booked Justine to come on the show, and then it turns out my dog had to go to the vet because she had a hole in her eye and she had to have surgery. So I was nervous, and I was like, "Hey, Justine, will you come over and like do a healing?" I was so nervous my dog had to go under. So she came over and she says, "How did this happen?" And I said, "Oh, Annabelle was scratching her face and she cut a hole in her eye." And she goes, "No, she's been trying to get something out." And I was like, whatever, didn't think anything of it. And then when I picked her up from having surgery, the vet brings out like this tube and she's like, "Yeah, I heard you had a healer come over for your dog." She's like, "Just want you to know she was right. Look what I pulled out."
No.
Yes, it looked like a man's toenail. It was hair that had been lodged like so far up her. So she was right. She had been trying to get something out of her eye for weeks. And I was just like, well, you cannot make this up.
Wild.
You can't make it up. So even though the other two dogs didn't get homes yet, like we're going to keep following those.
Well, and like
Zorro
what's interesting,
has one.
what's interesting is we were talking and I was saying, you know, can a pet psychic be real? Like, what does she mean? She works on the dogs. How does she know?
It's
and
energy.
Casey's like, well, let's see if any of them get adopted, because there are these dogs that haven't gotten adopted.
Who have been there for a year.
Who've been there for a long time. And lo and behold, Zorro.
And if you want to see, there's two other dogs who were choices that she could work on, and they are still available at the shelter in Van Nuys. These are beautiful dogs who have been there for a long time. So you could head to the East Valley Animal Shelter today and give one of them a home.
Maybe Andy, you're the only one that's dogless in this group.
It's true. I could go get them. Why did the psychic tell me that I was going to go get one?
Because you weren't here.
So
so
she can't see everything.
Oh, Andy.
Wait, and Megan got a dog for her father-in-law. She hooked her father-in-law up with a dog
That's
for one of
amazing.
Casey's rescues.
Your event last weekend.
I didn't have an event.
Well, one you
the
talked
event you
about.
were promoting, pardon me. The one in Buena Park? You said go out? You told people?
You know, female training.
At the car dealership at Chevy Buena. Oh, yes. I was like, what?
I have so many events.
I didn't mean I thought you meant like my nonprofit.
Too many dogs to adopt.
I thought you meant like my nonprofit event. And I was like, I didn't have one. Yes, at Premier Chevrolet, there was a huge adoption event. I'm sorry, Megan. I was just
it's
like,
all
what are you
good. I
talking
sent
about?
him the flyer that you sent me,
Okay.
so he got the word, he went out, and
he
it led to an
adopted.
adoption.
That's amazing.
Yes, I believe Toby is the name the family has settled on. So hopefully we can get a picture and then we'll show it at the end of the show.
Sorry. I was like, Megan, what are you talking
I
about?
didn't know. That was not me. I listened to you, Casey. Unlike these boys,
I know.
I listened.
I know. All right, go.
Still
Good
ahead.
chat.
You may exit
Doug's
stage.
Doug's like
right.
itching to get out of
This
it.
is great. I love us leaving early.
And walking all over.
Ay, still ahead. Just dance. Andy, if you're going to stay, you have to dance.
All right, I'm out.
That's the one way to get
Or
around.
show us your socks at least.
Some fun events for the whole family in Orange County that is ahead in show and tell us.
Can't wait.